Hello, I'm Shona Ghosh. I'm the technology editor of Campaign magazine. I have just heard that Pokémon GO has been released in the UK, but I actually sideloaded it onto my Android phone last night so that I can have a bit of a play ahead of everyone else getting their hands on it. So I'm just going to walk around the Oxford Circus area and see if I can catch any Pokémon, and also just kind of find out why the game's so addictive. So let's go. I'm walking sort of a bit north of Oxford Circus. I can see my virtual Pokémon GO self on the screen. And I'm sort of walking up the street that's being portrayed as a virtual map on my screen. And what I'm trying to do is kind of walk around until a Pokémon character actually pops up on the screen and I can try and catch one. Okay, so I've been running around and I finally found a Pokémon sort of in the back streets of Oxford Circus, and now I'm going to try and catch him. So if you were looking at the screen, you'd see a kind of digital cartoon character almost sort of superimposed on the real world landscape. So my phone camera is actually sort of filming what's going on around me, or sort of pulling in images, and then superimposed over the top is this kind of Pokemon character. And it is kind of sort of magical almost. It's kind of quite fun. So the aim of the game is for me to sort of use my Pokeball and try and capture this Pokemon. So I'm having a go. I'm not very good at it so far, but hopefully if I sort of swipe up, I can finally capture him. And I've got him, and he's in my Rolodex. He's called a Rattata. He's worth 10 points. And if I just sort of carry on walking around Oxford Circus, maybe I'll find more Pokemon and get more points. So I've had fun for the last 10 or 15 minutes running around trying to catch some Pokemon. What are the learnings for brands? I'm not immediately sure, to be honest. It's kind of one of those games that could just be a fad. But there are some sort of really interesting elements to the app where, you know, brands and marketers and agencies could have some learnings. The augmented reality sort of technology is really interesting, and it's kind of the first time that the public as a sort of mainstream have been exposed en masse to augmented reality, so perhaps we'll be seeing more of that technology in the future. But obviously sort of it cements that really kind of there's a growing millennial demographic who are mobile first, you know, sort of very happy to see these nostalgic brands from their childhood being resurrected on mobile. So it's likely that I think, you know, this game's only going to grow and grow in the UK now that it's just been released.